peasant? Will someone answer me that question?
A really poor like the poorest of the poor people.
Okay, let's be a peasant.
Alright, I think we did this once
Okay,
before.
we'll be Gina Lestrade.
Gina?
Gina.
I'm not sure I remember how to spell Lestrade?
It's without the U.
Like that?
AKA me after you graduate college.
You're gonna be a peasant. The poorest of the poor. After you finish paying back your student loans.
Peasant is a person that would work the Lord's land and make pennies from it. The lowest level of the feudals. Hey,
Hey.
Wallace, how you doing? Naturally. Okay. Let's be Gina
We are Gina.
Lestrade. Now count the outlaws it is. Okay. You are Gina Lestrade, a peasant living in a small village in the kingdom of Larion. You have a pitchfork and nothing else. Oh, so Gina has a pitchfork instead of a smoke gun. Okay.
She's got a pitchfork.
You dream of getting out of your village and having an adventure. You go to your fields and begin working. You look up and see a massive ice dragon flying over your head. It doesn't seem to notice you. Scream.
Scream?
Gina has a pet worm named Mortimer. No, I'd rather be a dog named Toby. A pet dog named Toby. You scream. Ah! You throw down your pitchfork and begin running away. The dragon notices you and begins to dive bomb towards you. You scream as loud as you can. The dragon grabs you with its talons and flies away. It takes you to the northern mountain. The ice dragon notices you when you die.
That's pretty much what I was expecting.
It takes you to the northern mountain, where lives the cave. The cave is large and there are skeletal remains all over the floor. Fly to Moonwelt!
Fly to Moonwelt.
Fly to Moonwelt! Fly to Moonwelt!
Here, do I need to move this so you can see it better? Here, I do it anyway.
Okay. You asked the dragon who did this interior decorating.
You still want to fly to Moonwelt?
By the way, sorry for the delay. We had some technical difficulties while preparing.
What? What?
Did you get sick too, like zombie?
Oh, was zombie sick? He didn't even tell me. He wasn't feeling well.
Peasants don't have wings.
Something's happening. I don't know what's going on.
You use your wings to fly away from the beast. Fly with as hard as you can. It takes a few hours before you manage to reach Moonwelt. The capital of the kingdom of New Sylvania. Okay, so Moonwell isn't the community center anymore. It's the capital of the kingdom of New Sylvania.
Right? It's not a community on the moon.
You fly to the bakery to borrow some bread. You've been here once before, but that was as a small child and you don't remember it at all.
To borrow the bread?
Yes, you fly to the bakery to borrow some bread. Fly to the bakery to borrow some bread.
Some break.
Well, as a peasant, you can't pay for it. So you have to borrow some
I was about to say that why would we go to the bakery and get bread if we can't pay for it? But then I realized you said borrow.
You enter the capital. The smell of fresh bread comes from a nearby bakery. You walk inside and ask for just a few slices of bread. The baker says you can have as much as you want, so you grab a few loaves and take a seat.
Dang.
You wait until your stomach hurts, and then pack the remainder in your bag.
Just take the whole store. You love nice bakers, right? Just take as much as you want.
Meh. If it were cake, I'd oblige.
Right? Can I have cake too?
Ask him.
We'll see.
You'd like to make her ask if he knows the way to the Ice Palace. No. May I also have some cake?
May as well be polite. Give me some cake.
The baker said you get out all the cake you want to back with it.
How do you stay in business?
How do you stay in business? But also an exclamation point. How do you stay in business?
What?
The baker says there are rumors of a mysterious man who is funding his bakery. You exit the bakery. The sun is setting, and you only have enough time to make it to the nearest tavern.
There's a mysterious man. It's just a rumor, though. He doesn't know who's funding his bakery. Search for the mysterious man.
Yes, search for him. I want to know who he is. I wonder if he's Benedict. That would be funny. You search for this. You search for this mysterious man.
This is so funny.
You begin to ask around, but no one knows anything.
Whoa.
Eventually, you stop asking and go back to the tavern. Now you have enough time for it. You go to the tavern every night. You turn to ask around, but no one has any information. You were sitting by a table by yourself, drinking ale, when a large man steps inside. Level up!
Oh, did it level up? Oh, it did.
Yep.
Let's see what I say. Be nice around.
Talk to him. Hello, large sir. Would you like some cake? Okay, Dad said, hello, large sir. Would you like some cake?
I've got plenty.
Mm-hmm.
I can always get more.
The man looks down at you. He says, I haven't seen you before. Are you new? Yes, I'm new. You say happily, I'm only 7. How old are you? The man runs, I'm 19. 19. Jesus, only 7.
Oh my gosh. We're 7 years old and this man, quote unquote man, is 19. Sorry, boys, you're not a man until you're 30.
Sure, 19. That's 18. And Gina says that she'd been here whenever she was a child. She is a child!
Well, I guess during medieval times, 19 would be considered a man.
How are these kids allowed in the tavern?
Oh, right. How are we on this tavern? Are you allowed to be in here?
Are you allowed to be in here?
Are we allowed?
Are we allowed to be in here?
I'm not sure if taverns in, like, medieval times cared about your age.
The age maximum is 13, good sir, for this tavern.
The age maximum.
Why wouldn't be allowed? There's gambling, you say, pointing to a table. Gambling. That's a bluffing game. We can play if we want to. He walks over to the table and sits down to play. You follow and sit down across.
I guess we're gonna gamble.
I guess we're gonna gamble at age 7.
I put forward all my breads.
Yes! Do it! I put forward all Screaming knows when to hold and knows when to fall. No, I put forward all me breads. I put forward all me breads.
I could always get more.
Yeah, I can even buy the whole bakery. You put your bag of bread on the table. And I bet it all, you say in a thick peasant accent. And I bet it all. And that's when the man laughs. That ain't even a bet, he says. 20 times that much. You try to count out the coins, but there's far too many.
Oh my god. Take the coins and run.
Kenny and Roger's song, WormWorm did you weren't alive, and that song was me. I see.
I guess he's using coins and we're just using bread. I guess bread isn't worth much since someone else is funding the bakery.
Are you the one funding the bakery where I got the bread?
Do we just want to say that?
Yes.
Are you the mysterious man funding the bakery? Let's just get right to the point.
Are you the mysterious man funding the bakery?
Also, I guess peasants have their own accents. When you get too much money, you gotta talk different.
The man laughs and nods. That's me! He pulls money out of his pockets and fills them. I almost forgot. I have to get more for the bake tomorrow, otherwise I'd pay you right now. He grinned. Do you want to play for your bread? You ask. The man laughs. Okay, continue. He's see how this goes.
He's like massaging his coin. He didn't have banks. Where do you bank at?
That's a weird question coming from a 7-year-old.
I guess it is true. A 7-year-old would just believe what's being said. Citibank.
Citibank! Why do you ask? I'm a banking contact too. Maybe I can go with you tomorrow so we can go together. I don't think so, kid. It's a long walk to the city and I have to be in early. Throw a tantrum!
A thunderous tantrum. I should have put thunderous.
You throw a tantrum.
They didn't even spell Citibank right. Isn't it CITI? A 7-year-old with a bank account.
You throw a tantrum. Flinging yourself on the floor. I don't want to be alone! You're not alone. You have your friends at the bakery. He says, just drink your bread back! You cry for a few minutes, but eventually stop when he says he'll think about it. Fart!
Fart?
Yeah, why not? It's kind of weird coming from someone like Gina, but why not? You break wind, but the man doesn't notice. You look around to see if anyone else noticed, but everyone else is absorbed in their own games. The man goes back to his own game, and you follow him. He beats you soundly, then pulls out his coins for another game.
He beat us in a game, or he physically beat us?
Scream!
Just scream?
Yes! Scream! He screams as loud as he can, but no one seems to notice. The man knocks the table over as he jumps away from you. What's got into you? He says, clearly terrified. You run out of the tavern, hearing him call out to you. Outside the tavern, you find a carriage, ready to go. You get in. Maybe you should have asked for his name instead. How about
7-year-old's getting some bad influences? Yes.
How about instead of screaming, how about we ask for his name?
You want to go backwards?
Yes. You start to dance the chicken dance on the What's your name? What is your name?
I was about to make it like a do.
Do is your name. What is your name?
You, what is your name?
What is my name? Rook. He says, loud looking up for the board. You notice his hand is shaking. What kind of a name is that? You ask. Are you from the Far East? Rook looks up, eyes sharp. Why? Have you heard of it? No!
No, I was just wondering which direction you're from.
Yes. No, I was just curious which direction you're from. I'm not gonna. Mind blowing the gun, okay? I'm
No,
not. Huh?
No, keep going.
I'm not from the East, he says. But I haven't heard of any place that comes out to the East. Really? Well, where do you think I'm from, then? The North.
The North. The frigid North. The friggin' North.
The friggin' North. Rook, do you move only in straight lines and never in diagonals? I'm not from the North, he says. He said, I don't like the cold. What's wrong with the cold, you ask? It's nature's way of cleaning the world.
What?
Rook scoffs, only nature's way of killing everything. He tilts his head, not understanding. The South, then? Chess reference. Oh, I see. Do you come from the South, then? I'm not from the South, he says. They don't speak like me.
What?
What do they speak like? You ask. They speak like you. Rook points out. I'm not from there, then. I don't speak like that!
Flip the table.
How dare you? Flip the table!
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Alright, give me 1 sec. You say flip the table.
Flip the table, rookie!
I'm offended.
You flip the table over in anger, causing both of you to fall to the floor. What's wrong with you? Rook laughs. It was just a game. I don't like losing.
Lucy?
You say sitting up. You leave the tavern, leaving Rook behind. You make your way back towards the bakery.
Bye.
May I have some more bread? I need more bread.
Losing is tough.
Spoken like a true 7-year-old.
I'm 7. I don't like losing. Where's me bread? I bet on me bread in a game.
Bread, bread, bread. I bet all me breads.
Ugh.
An A game.
A gambling game.
Again.
Again? We have a problem. At the tender age of 7.
One of the bakers looked up. Rook came and picked it up. He says, "Frown. I was supposed to pick it up." He said he would, so I gave it to him. You try not to take your anger out on the baker. You decide and leave.
Try not to beat up the banker.
Beat up the baker.
Or return to the bakery and beat up the baker.
You ask the baker if he has any stale bagels.
Can I have some stale bagels?
After we beat up the baker.
What?
After we beat up the baker.
Return to the bakery to beat up the baker. And then ask
for stale bagels.
We'll be polite. May I have some stale bagels? Please.
You throw the stale bagel to the baker. The 7-year-old peasant needs better parents.
I didn't even realize they were young enough to need parents.
You return to the bakery, grab one of the bakers by the scruff of his neck, and repeatedly hit his head to the counter. Give me all the stale bagels! You demand. The baker nods eagerly. You have to get all the bagels that were baked this morning that no one bought. You take them and leave. Then you throw them at the bank.
Throw them at the what?
The bank.
The bank?
Yes. Or replace someone's wedding ring with a bagel.
What? Alright, I gotta back up a little bit. The little shelf that my keyboard's in is so narrow, it's hard to type.
You go to the local dairy.
Get cream cheese for the bagels.
You head to the jeweler's to have your bagel replaced with a real ring. No one questions you as you enter the store, likely because of your peasant clothing. The jeweler looks up from his work as he hears the bell on the door tinkle. Can I help you? You hold out the bagel. May you replace the rings, all the rings with bagels?
I would think that because of our peasant clothing, everyone would be asking questions as we entered.
You stand sort of tip all the cows over, causing the entire dairy market to decline and fall. May you replace all wedding rings with bagels? Replace all the wedding rings with bagels and keep the rings for myself.
Please? I should have said please.
Do the job now. He said simply. He turns away from you to continue his work. You pull out your sword, snarling the jeweler. Come on, just one bagel. Please. Get out of here! He yells, pulling a small knife from his pocket. I'm sorry.
So he's got a small knife, and we have a sword, but that small knife scared
Beat
us.
up the jeweler.
Say it.
Say it. Oh wait, it's only funny when it's unexpected, so never mind. Beat up the jeweler.
How did it spell jeweler? Jeweler.
You beat up the jeweler. You draw your sword and take a swing at the jeweler's head. He ducks, and you hit the counter, chipping the blade. Try again, but he stabs you in the head with his knife. You pull away and kick him in the shins, causing him to fall over his shirt. Retry! I don't like the part where it says you get stabbed in the head by a knife.
Well, we're fighting the jeweler. Something's gonna happen. And he has a knife. Oh my gosh!
You punch the jewelers in his face, knocking him to the floor. He holds up his knife in defense, so you kick it from his hand. The jeweler scrambles around the store, trying to find a way to defend himself. You beat him with the handle of your sword until he stops moving. You quickly check his body for any valuables. No, quickly replace all the wedding rings with bagels.
Now we can do it.
Quickly replace all the wedding rings, all the wedding rooms with bagels. And then leave. You smile as you take the rings from his fingers. You put them in your bag.
What?
And take a bite! It tastes terrible! You make your way to the tailor shop to sell the rings to a jeweler's. They're worth about 50 gold pieces, the tailor says, looking through the rainbow. You got a good deal.
Put them in the bag.
Retry. Retry until it says you replace all the wedding rings with stale bagels. You quickly pull out your stale bagel and replace the ring with it. You pocket the real ring and put the bagel in its place. You leave the store, ready to sell off your stolen goods. Ew.
We tried to eat the rings in the bagel. You want to retry again, or are you satisfied with the one ring?
Go back to the bakery.
Return to the bakery.
Return to the bakery and and give them the ring. And who is a French toast sort of person? And give them the wedding ring.
Ranpoom is a French toast sort of person. We do love French toast. It's so good.
You enter the bakery and find the owner. You hold out your hand with the ring in it. Here, you say, thank you, he says, taking the ring out of your hand. What do I owe you? Marriage.
Marry me.
Just kidding. $100 gold coins.
They were worth 15.
No, 100 gold coins. No, 100,000.
He's just gonna give it right back. 7-year-old being married. They grow up so fast.
That's a lot of money, friend. You understand? It's just right. You're right. The owner hands you the bag of coinage.
Dang.
You take it disorderly. Stop! The baker yells, you forgot to change.
Okay.
You forgot to change. Take the change! You take the change. So that's 100,010 gold coins.
100,010.
You turn around and see the baker hand holding out your change. You walk forward, taking it from his hand. Thank you. Stop! You forgot the ring.
Okay, I'll just resell it to someone else for another 100,000 gold coins.
You walk forward, taking it from his hand. Okay, thank you. He smiles. You quickly turn around and exit the store. Well, that wasn't so hard, you say to yourself, counting your loot.
I just had to beat up the jeweler.
You walk down the road looking for another victim to rob.
I mean, this is really Gina, I guess.
Try to look for...
Gina is a British pickpocket.
Oh, right, she is. I forgot about that.
How old was she? She's like 13, right? 12?
No, 17.
Oh, she's 17?
17 or 18.
Oh.
I forgot. I just know it was something along those lines. Or numbers.
I thought she was 13, just a year older than you.
Okay,
I mean, we've got 100,000 gold coins. Do we really need to rob anyone?
you get a fake ID and get entry to a carnival to ride the roller coaster. Yes, do that! I was gonna say look for the mysterious man, but that could be after the roller coaster.
The medieval roller coaster. I think that's how you spell that.
Mm-hmm. Why do they even call it medieval times anyway?
It was the middle of the evaluation times. I don't know. I'm just being dumb.
Welcome to town. Looking for a store that could make you a fake ID. Spot a nearby store and walk inside. The sign says George's Identification Factory, and a man with thick glasses sitting at a desk nearby looks up at you. Hello, fellow traveler. Do you need some identification? Yeah.
Identification factory.
You ask him if he's a scientist that can make a fake ID.
Are you a fake ID scientist?
I'm just letting you all know, I mean, Cheetos.
Can I have another one?
No, of course not.
Oh, you give me this little nub?
I'm Professor George, and I'm the lead identification scientist in all the land. Well, that's good. I know it isn't Albert, but George Washington's as good as Albert.
You can always change his name if you don't like it.
Now, WormWorm would never think to get a fake ID. Oh, really? I could if I wanted to. Although I'm not that kind of person. Although I sometimes think of myself as that kind of person.
If my son straightened his hair, he probably could pull off using my ID. Or he'd also have to shave his mustache and beard, I guess. Maybe. I'm not
Actually,
revealing that much information.
If I were to wear your glasses, I'm pretty sure I could pull off using your ID.
Problem.
Although I may have to get a haircut. And just,
I think I have long hair in my... I don't know. I've not looked at my ID in a long time.
Okay, then maybe I could still pull it off.
Did you read all this?
No. Alright. Very well, I can make you one. Identification is exactly the biggest problem with the kingdom, so I don't have any requests. It will cost you 100 gold coins. Sir, I can pay you with something better than gold. I can pay you in stale bagels.
I can't pay.
Pay him stale bagels! Pay him the stale bagels, pretending it to be gold coins.
I've got all these stale bagels. I gotta do something with them. Okay.
Thank you! The scientist says, taking the bagels from you. He stands up from his desk and walks into a back room. He muttering to himself, most likely looking up the information you need on a computer. He comes back a few minutes later with a handful of papers. Here it is! Here's the papers. What is this?
Don't you need my photo or something?
What the heck is this? That's right. Well, transcript.
What?
Poorly is a good enough fake to fool most college boards. It says here you went to the local high school from grades 9 to 12, and you got to high school.
At the age of 7.
At the age of 7. And got your high school diploma. It'll be perfect for what you're trying to do. Thanks!
Wait, we don't hand over coins, we hand over the bagels.
You hand over the 100 bagels. You hand over the 100 stale bagels.
Now I can go ride that roller coaster.
Yay, I can
high
ride!
school diploma.
No, just look for the mysterious man. Forget about the roller coaster.
Okay.
You can ride a roller coaster after finding the man.
Ask him if he wants to ride a roller coaster.
Yes. What's the name? Rook? Rook. Find the mysterious man. Rook.
I don't know if medieval is capitalized.
I mean, if it was a time in history, I'm pretty sure it would be capitalized. Because I think a normal person would put capitalization at the start of, like, alright, you walk along the road until you come across a tall, shadowy figure. Rook! Cry out. Rook turns to look at you. His face is still hidden by the hood of his cloak. But you can make out his eyes. He looks at you, up and down. Yes. I need your help, you say desperately.
I need you to help me be tall enough for the roller coaster.
Can you give me a lift up so I can ride the roller coaster?
Whoops. I put my keyboard away again for some reason. The AI doesn't seem to want to acknowledge the fact we want to ride a roller coaster. What?
Okay. I'm chewing.
I know you're chewing.
I cannot understand, Rook says. Can you help me get onto the roller coaster? Rook sighs, shaking his head in disappointment. I thought you had something important to tell me, but it seems you were just another common thief. He motions towards you. Now hand over your wallet. What?
Give him the high school diploma.
Yes. Hand over the high school diploma. You hand over your diploma. Look, takes it from you. Give me a quick glance. I didn't think you were a common thief, but I had to be sure. You opened up his briefcase, and slips the diploma inside. Come with me. I have something important to show you. He turns and begins walking down the road. Follow him.
Is that what you want to do?
Follow me and inquire if he's leading you to the carnival.
Are we going somewhere? Where are we going?
I'm not leading you anywhere, he says, his voice sounding more computerized than ever. I must investigate this drama at the carnival. You are free to follow me or go about your business. You decide to follow Rook, since you don't want to be left alone again. Think he's taking you to the carnival.
So he is taking us to the carnival.
Go to the carnival with Rook. You attend the carnival with Rook. Yeah. The two of you attend the carnival. When you arrive, the entire place is in chaos. A group of bandits is it's broken over to me. Hey, Crabbo, how are you doing?
Hey, Crabbo!
A group of bandits has broken off in the main group and began rampaging through the carnival. They've stolen some of the rides. Taking them apart to build alarms. Wooden boards. How can I steal the rides? Hey, Crabbo, how you doing?
They stole the ride.
Say, I hope they did take the roller coaster.
I hope the roller coaster's still operating.
They're still doing the ride.
We've been wanting to ride this damn roller coaster.
I have no idea, I'm afraid. Rick says, you walk past the wood board in the carnival. A group of bandits stand around the large map, looking at and having an argument. When you approach, they stop arguing and stare at you, looking aggressive. What do you want?
They're trying to decide which rides to steal.
Did you steal the roller coaster yet?
Is the roller coaster still operational? They're standing at the map.
The map!
The lamp.
The map! Heck if I know, mate! That's crime! You walk away from the bandits and continue walking through the fog. You arrive at a large tent. Strange noises come from inside, almost like growling. We should go in, you say to Rook. That sounds like the abomination.
What?
Very well.
Is
Go to the roller coaster.
Is the abomination something we want to look at?
No, go to the roller coaster.
Just run to the let us ride this darn roller coaster.
Ride the dang roller coaster. Ready, the dang roller coaster.
Ready?
Ready.
What?
You put a space between D and E.
Oh.
Ready, the darn roller coaster. Oh, ready. You ride the darn roller coaster already. And then you realize the name of the roller coaster is the darn roller coaster. You and Rook walk inside the tent. The sounds of growling have gotten louder.
What?
As you look around, you see the source of the noise. A large black bear stands on his hind legs, looming above the middle cage. The cage is locked with a heavy padlock.
No, I want the roller coaster.
Let us ride the roller coaster! You and Rook walk inside the tent.
No.
We want the roller coaster!
No.
Heavy padlock again! That's the abomination.
What? It won't let me undo. Oh, I was undoing way too far. Wait, I just want to undo. Let's get rid of this weird tent business.
Now, ride the dang roller coaster.
Ride the roller coaster. Gosh.
You ride the roller. The word ride.
No.
You go over to the roller coaster, it's laying on the ground, pieces broken and separated. A wooden corpse sits on the track, bent at a 90-degree angle. There's an old man sitting next to the crash site. He has a scratcher for a hand and is wearing baggy pants.
He has a scratcher, like a back scratcher.
Hello.
What happened?
What is wrong with you, old man?
The AI is like, screw you, the roller coaster's broken. We can use stale bagels to fix the roller coaster. Oh my god! Did you read that first? Okay.
Me? Not at all! I'm 197 years old! That's impossible. He laughs. Nothing's impossible, my young friend. Do you want to know how I've lived for over a century? Yes, you say. Why not? It fills with wonder. I found the pound of you!
Okay. But why are you so old now?
It seems the pound of you didn't do much for you.
I guess it couldn't fix your hand.
I found the pound of you. I lost in the farming accident, actually. He slaps his knees and begins laughing. He laughed too, not wanting to offend the strange old man. After he finishes laughing, he sticks out his hand. His name's Leap. What's yours? You introduce yourself to him. I'm Gina Lestrade. A peasant.
How do we spell this again? Whoops.
Yeah, that's it. I'm Gina Lestrade. Peasants of Larion.
Are we really a peasant? Now that we've got 100,000 gold to our name?
We're wearing peasant clothes, so we're peasants.
Peasant of the Kingdom of Larion.
Nice to meet you. You walk with Leap and continue talking with him. After a few minutes, you discover that he's actually pretty interesting. He tells you stories of his youth, of his family, and of his family. Eventually, you arrive at a nearby picnic table where he motions for you to sit down. So what did you want to want?
We're 7 years old.
No!
Yes. Oh.
Yes! Yes!
You know, I would be fairly disappointed if I had met someone who was 137 years old and they were not interesting. Like they spent their whole 137 years in a cave. Was it a pretty cave?
No! No!
Yes. And then we can fix the roller coaster with me stale bagels.
Yes! Yes! And then we can fix the roller coaster with me stale bagels. Whoa, you just got here and you want to fix the roller coaster, I'm not sure if we should mess with it. We could get hurt! You're leave! Master of Machines! You can't be a place of coaster!
What? Okay.
You should start your own kingdom with it.
Right? We could start our own dang kingdom. It'll be a peasant's kingdom. Whoa! Thank you very much for the sub. That was super loud and scared the heck out of me.
So did that picture in that book. Now you know how I feel.
I may have to fix my alerts.
Oh, wait.
Also.
Then again, no you don't. It wasn't so loud that it would give you nightmares. Now you know how I felt when I saw that picture of the Mexican ghost.
The picture of the Mexican ghost.
He's just excited. He's just excited. And there's that one onigiri who's spitting like crazy. Alright. Go, Master of Machine!
Go, Master of Machines.
Mr. Machines.
Mr.
Master of
I choose you.
I choose. He's like now a Pokemon. He's like that one gear Pokemon. Love you exist. He smiles, takes your stale bagels, and heads over to the crash site. You watch as he begins putting it back together. He seems to do so with ease, somehow putting the ride back together with only a few bagels still up.
Come on, Rook.
Come on, Rook!
Let's give this coaster a whirl.
Yes, let's give it a whirl! Woo!
I want to ride this dang roller coaster.
Let's give it a whirl then. Let's give it a whirl and a twirl.
I'm on it.
Rook and you get to the coaster cart, and after a few moments of struggling, you manage to get it rolling down the tracks. Down the tracks. So and around the turns, you love and enjoy the ride. Who knew that someone could make a roller coaster out of bagels? Me. Not only is it my dream healthy and fresh. I only chose the Ford. Stop alert.
Did you just subscribe again, or did the what?
Who does all come a bear roller coaster with
It gave you the option for both the 3-month and the 4-month. Weird. But thank you very much for the subscription. We very much appreciate it.
Yes, we do. 100%.
Whoops. Beiges.
Bigs.
Who knew someone could repair a roller coaster with a few stale bagels and it doesn't wobble too much?
It's...
Huh? Oops.
And it's the... No, don't change it!
Yes, I've got to change it. It doesn't make sense.
Fine.
You click the share option. You won't lie, you just wanted to see what would happen. You can do anything if you set your mind to it.
I sure showed those bandits. After several minutes of riding, you get off the roller coaster. Sit down on the bench next to the ride. Leap walks over to you, a puzzled look on his face. Is something wrong? Leap goes, Yeah, there is. He says, looking down at the ground.
What?
What's wrong?
Well, what is it, man? Watermelon! I don't know if you guys can hear Watermelon, but she is crying. She's crying up a storm.
Mm-hmm. It's your friend over there. He said,
"What's wrong with her?" What? She's dead?
There's a crossbow bolted in her back. And that was a him!
It is a him. I don't know why Rook is suddenly a woman. And also dead. Watermelon? Huh? Are you asleep, baby? You want to get in my lap?
Now you want to wait for a bit, but you can get a lore catch up. Namely, where does medieval roller coaster come from?
We got a fake ID in order to ride to enter the carnival and ride a roller coaster.
Actually, the idea was a high school diploma. A fake one.
Do you want to retry this?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a
what? They really want to kill Rook and make him a girl.
That's so funny. Keep it.
Huh?
Hold up. I'm here.
Okay. What is it, Watermelon? Ooh. You made her put her tail in my face. What are you doing? She's like really wet here. Did you just wash yourself in that one spot?
Okay. It's your friend over there, Rook. What's wrong with her? He looks down again and takes a deep breath. She's dead. You rush over to Rook to find out he's telling the truth. There's a crossbow bolt in her back. It's the bandits. He watches his face falls. It looks like he's about to cry. There's people in the whole park!
Oh yeah, there's bandits at the carnival that have stolen the park rides and used the wooden parts to build a fortress.
You look over the group of bandits, they take apart every single they take apart every single ride! They're not carrying them away on cars!
It's time to get bumping and jump in a bumper car.
Check out the bumper cars!
What?
Try to see if they took the bumper cars!
So...
Oh, 7:30.
What do you want to do with the bumper cars?
Try to see if they're still operational.
Okay. Are the bumper cars still there?
You gotta give these bandits a right efficient
right. One of them was sticking.
Yep, only one of them was taken because it was the only one that still had gas in it. Cool! You watch as Leaf walks over to the bumper car ride. He begins fiddling with one of the controls. A few moments pass until a bunch of sparks shoot out of it. Then the bumper cars come to life.
I always wanted to ride one of these.
It's 7:30.
Okay. You want to stop and...
No, I want to continue. I want to wait until this gets a proper ending. How about just build a community center for bumper cars?
What?
Build a community center for bumper cars.
Build a community out of the bumper cars?
No, for bumper cars.
Okay.
They come to life. Why not make a community center just for them? You build a community center for the bumper cars. You watch as Leaf begins putting the bumper cars back together. After about an hour, he's finished and all the bumper cars are running. You assign people to random and spend all day Join the community center you made.
What?
Eventually it gets dark. The sun begins to settle the kingdom of Larion. The end.
Okay. Now we're calling it the end.
Uh-huh.
Join the bandits. If you can't beat them, join them. What's that noise?
Oh no.
Charles?
Yeah?
Oh. You got the happy ending. What? Unlocking all of the rides? You're too weak when playing this game. Whenever you want an ending, you just pull a rocket launcher out of nowhere.
Let's do that someday.
Let's just go back and pull out a rocket launcher. Just to see what happens. Rocket launcher.
You pull out a rocket launcher. Now I'm petting a watermelon with my foot. Rook! What? Rook says, sorry about your disturbance. You point your rocket launcher in her face.
What? Rook is alive? It startled her back to the living. Give me all your stuff.
I
What?
will blow your pretty little face off. You watch this Rook. Rolls her eyes. Yeah, I know. Hey, get fired the great no legs.
What?
No legs.
Firing the rocket? She was just faking it. She was faking being a man and also being dead.
Hey, the find the great no legs.
Why did they call us no legs?
No legs. Maybe your legs were chopped off. Actually, that's very disturbing. The great no legs. The end.
Okay. I don't know why it decided to point the rocket launcher at Rook when there were obviously bandits around. Point the rocket launcher at bandits.
Maybe it's because Rook is the bandit. Rook's the bandit.
You blow up a piece of the wall. The end. I'm glad she dodged it from point blank. What? Hello?
I might need you to pick me up batteries tomorrow.
What kind of batteries? The 9 volts?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still trying to fix my guitar.
Okay.
The 9-volt that was in the cabinet is like super duper old. So I'm thinking maybe it could just be that both of those batteries are really close to dying.
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll get some 9 volts.
If it doesn't work then we might need to take it to the guitar shop.
Okay.
Something's wrong with the pickup.
Anyway, this is gonna be it for tonight's stream. First, let me put the kitty with my foot. Now I'm imagining something.
What?
Actually, wait, no, never mind. It's kind of weird. You probably wouldn't like it.
Okay.
WormWorm. What?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to reinstall Franker Face Z because I can't see the emotes. I forgot about that.
My baggie.
Pick it up, please. Please don't leave it there. Is there still food in there?
No.
Oh. Oh.
That's why I'm putting it on my foot.
I was like, don't stick your foot in there.
No!
Ooh, she's really scratching me. Alright, babe, go to... It's time for bed.
No! Okay,
Fine. Brain. Kitty brain.
gotta pet her kitty brain. Pet that kid brain. Need to call up the Thunder Gods and ask for your reimbursement.
Right?
Like, goodbye, everyone!